We are watching Destroying 19th Century History with Bad Translations by StarvHarv.
I took Wikipedia's timeline of the 19th century and ran it through Google Translate using languages with the worst translation quality. This was the result. 1801. Alexander Hamilton marched that night with the Confederate Army to New York City for the news. New York is that dangerous that they need an army just to get a newspaper. The Second World War in Latin and French by Abukir. 1802, the Franco-British alliance ended after World War II. It was written by Ludwig van Beethoven months ago. 1803, the war between England and France was again carried on. Then, he returned to the Napoleonic Wars. William Symington described the Charlotte Dunn as the first working ship. It's about time. When France bought the Louisiana Territory in North America, it was nearly twice the size of the United States. The Pacific Ocean, later called Destiny, reached the western parts of the United States.
I wish they would have the sentence that was translated side by side so we could really see where it fudged up the most. You know what I mean? And
also includes the United States and Mexico. When was it called Destiny? I must have missed that. 1804. Accordingly, the steam engine was first used. I take morphine.
What? What?
Okay. Beethoven's Eroica, 3rd Symphony, marks the beginning of the Middle Ages. Wow. 1805, Game 3 in France. 1806, Napoleon named his brother King of Naples. It was given to him by Joseph Bonaparte, the brother of Louis Bonaparte, King of Belgium. 1807, UK, US attacks Slavic trade. The Treaty of Tilsit sent Napoleon into Eastern Europe. He became the last player of Borussia.
What? How did it translate that?
Leaving Copenhagen, he took the ships of the Danish fleet. Humphrey Davy.
Who is he?
Destroyed potassium and sodium.
What?
They're just gone. The elements are gone. 1808, the Gulf War participated.
It participated.
1809, Napoleon accepted his son as Pope. Roman Empire. Every time it's Rome. Pope
It's always Rome.
Pius captured Napoleon and bound him to the River Aire. 1810, he took the floor. So he was doing like a dance routine. 1812, Britain has many economic problems. True. It was a bad year for Rade's party.
Poor Ratty, nobody showed up.
1814, Elisha Collier founded the Rolling Stones. 1815, Europe can consolidate its power and strength at the Vienna Conference. The European side is trying to find out if this is true or not. It's probably not. Liberal forces and government have changed for the better. In 1914, peace began in England. 100 days later, Napoleon won the Battle of Waterloo. Victory at the end of the Napoleonic Wars. He won. GG.
What?
He's won. 1816. American freedom, not a DJ. Just in case you thought he was. 1817. A legal battle began in Florida. Prince Charles died shortly after his birthday. 1818. Mary Shelley tells the story of Frankenstein. Pure freedom. 1821. Destruction of Turks in Navarre. 1823. After the Anglo-Burmese War, the British occupied Burma, now Africa. 1825. Aluminum pipe. This
1825 aluminum pipe.
This is the 3rd day of December in Russia. Just the whole year. 1826. After the last Russo-Persian War, Russia defeated the Persian Empire. Who will lose the game first? Persia. That's the answer. Extermination was banned in Ottoman Germany. Now, if anybody knows extermination, it's Ottomans and Germans. 1828, the Tasmanian War darkens Tasmania. Prime Minister Robert Peel decided to deny the freedoms of religion to British citizens, saying that the protections were weak. 1829, who invented the first electric car? Who done it? Is it the second
Who done it?
war between Russia and Turkey? Is it? 1830, Congress passed the Secession Act, which allowed Mesopotamian leaders east of the Mississippi to make peace with the natives. Are there any Mesopotamian leaders east of the Mississippi? Greater Columbia was opened, and the District of Columbia was replaced by the District of Columbia.
Well, that's such a weird word. That's such a weird way to word it.
Now Panama. Ecuador and Venezuela? Question mark? You tell me.
Question mark?
In November, Poland rebelled against Russia. These are not. I told him
These are not.
about the last battle that took place in Yogyakarta and Sakata, 1831, 2 days after the terrorist attack on Nathaniel and his associates in Southampton, Virginia.
What did Nathaniel do?
On the August 22nd, Charles Darwin's Greyhound mission, a dog. The Gauls attacked the Albans. Capodestra, the first king of Greece, was killed by Napoleon. Didn't he die? Didn't he die? Cherokee Sheriff John Ross is Cherokee and Irish, Georgian American.
What?
He did one of those like 23andMe's. He just found out. He defended the rights and freedom of the Cherokee in the Supreme Court in 1830, where 5 million Irish died. State of America.
State of America. He gets around, guys.
1833, slavery was abolished in England. Thanks be to God. 1834, he became a prisoner under British law. What did he do? Who knows? 1836, when Samuel Colt approached the woman and pulled a gun. Colt Patterson said nothing and shot her 6 times. What? Instead of inventing the revolver or popularizing the revolver, he just shot a woman with it.
How did the translation get so bad?
1837, to the people. Queen Victoria was the most powerful monarch in England. Complete. Money is an intellectual property.
Oh, I didn't know money was copyrighted.
Don't be copyright infringing on my money. 1838, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica fought each other during the American Civil War. That is an American Civil War. 1839, France after the First and Second Opium Wars. The Qing dynasty destroyed England. It's just gone. The United States and Russia have agreed on trade and concessions with China. China won so well. It's like amazing. 1841, Richard turns the word dinosaur into a word for Owen.
What? What?
Who's Owen? William Henry Harrison, the first president of the United States, died. 1844, the grandfather meets Perseus and tells the king why. Why? What God has revealed to the world. He is considered the leader of the Baha'u'llah and the founder of the Baha'i faith. Dream. Thousands of people are waiting for the coming of Jesus Christ. His recovery was called the Great Depression.
What? What? Who is he Owen? Is Owen he?
On May 24th, the world's first telegraph between East Timor and the United States. Where else would the world's first telegraph be? What is God doing? All good things. There's a very Christian faith to this article. Nautilus is here. Mr. Wang signed an agreement between the United States and China. Who's Mr. Wang?
Yeah, who's Mr. Wang?
1846, Oregon is the United States.
Oregon is the United States?
Oregon signed the Treaty of Vienna. Parts of Idaho and Wyoming and Montana ceded to the United States. It's all Oregon now. After the Mexican-American War, Wilmot was criticized in the West for ending slavery. 1847. Samuel Wise told Enac to wash his hands so he wouldn't be questioned. What kind of questions are going on here?
I mean, it's always important to wash your hands, otherwise you'll get questioned.
What's he got on his hands? John of the Air wrote the Bronte sisters. 1848. It can be found in the communist language. In 1848, something
What's it? What's it?
new happened in Europe. Good people run away. What happened? Why wouldn't they tell us? 1849, the first air mission was launched with 200 missiles on a message to the Vulcan Air Force. The Constitution of the Roman Republic was the first law which established the death penalty.
I don't know what it is.
The first amendment to the Roman Republic Constitution, death. There are seatbelts and airbags. Nice. 1850, the Ice Age is over. 1851, Australia. 1854, move to avoid wires and light. 1856, the first oil was produced in Romania. Neanderthals know the time.
Oh, I didn't know there was Neanderthals in Romania.
1857, the Indian Rebellion of 1857. British Empire closes the East. Joseph Whitworth invented the first gun. What about the gun that was used to shoot the woman?
that was invented years ago. What?
What was that? The origin of seeds, Charles Darwin. Is that right?
Oh, I didn't know Charles Darwin found the origin of seeds. I do love seeds. Guys, seeds are top tier. Eat your seeds. Seeds are great. Seeds are good for you.
Real? It's origin of species, but it's just about seeds. How do seeds work? 1861. The American Civil War between the Confederate and Confederate armies. Wow. 1862. It was done with horses. France is the first country in South Asia.
Eat your seeds. Seeds are good for you.
True. 1863. The President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, declared his independence on September 22nd.
He's like, peace out, guys. I'm an independent.
He's gone. Tuong Multy's Grass Day painting is truly amazing. All right. 1864, March 21st. Liar. The Chincha War was an attempt to invade the American colonies of southern Spain. Spain has lost so bad that they're now being colonized. 1865, America reinvents itself.
Oh, America reinvents itself. That's great. It was great. Hi, buddy.
1866, after the Prussian-Austrian War, the German alliance collapsed, leaving Germany in the north and Hungary in the south. 1867, Alfred Nobel is the inventor of sulfur. He just invented sulfur, isn't it?
I mean, it's fantastic. My God, all the things we can do with sulfur.
Naturally occurring. Can he claim this? In 1878, he traveled around the world. 1868, congratulations. The famous Cro-Maggons. Who's Cro-Maggons?
Oh, it's the cavemen, the Neanderthals in Romania.
No, it's Cro-Maggons now. Do you know about the famous Cro-Maggons? 1870, the Franco-Prussian War unites Germany and Italy. Both kingdoms fell in Gaul. The Hansen ball was designed by Rasmus Mulling Hansen and was...
What's the Hansen ball?
It's the first commercial ball. What?
Oh my God, he invented balls.
They didn't have balls before that. 1871, Otto von Bismarck challenged the interest of the Catholic Church during the Civil War in Germany. Industrial Revolution 2, finally. Japan's feudal system collapsed. Henry Morton meets Stanley David. Lake Tanganyika is home to crocodiles. Nice.
Did you hear that? Lake Tanganyika is home to crocodiles. You don't want to go swimming in Lake Tanganyika.
In 1873, the panic began. You can see yellow and blue shirts. True?
Oh, you can see them. Yes, I indeed can see yellow and blue shirts.
The German war began in the blood of Acre. It's violent. It's like Elden Ring lore. 1876. Queen Victoria became Miss India.
Oh, wow. Look at her go.
Richard Wagner's ring is the first sacred ring.
The ring to rule them all.
Henry McCarthy, later Billy the Kid, kills Franklin Cahill, the first black man.
Wow, I didn't know there was the first black man.
The largest train station in the United States. Dead Horse.
Dead horse!
Asphalt Monday is shown on Tuesday.
What is this translated from? I need to know.
What is Asphalt Monday? Happy Asphalt Monday, everyone. 1879, Belgium was involved in the political conflict that led to World War One. True. 1881, P.
P?
Alexander the Great died. Damn. The destruction of the Russian Empire has begun. Enjoy Chambord di Toro. Ooh. 3 deep and a tank were discovered
3 deep in a tank.
in Godalming, England. What is 3 deep in a tank? Sounds like a sitcom. 1883. The hat is ready.
What?
Krakatoa is the largest volcano in the world and the tallest tower built by Thomas Edison.
I didn't know volcanoes were towers. The more we know, the more we know.
He's taking credit for Krakatoa now. 1884, the effectiveness of the Berlin Wall appears. The European slave trade was encouraged abroad. The first electric car was built by Thomas Parker in Wolverhampton. Nice. Kira Maxis was the first man to write machine music. What is machine music?
What is machine
You
music?
listen to machine music at all? The singer began to beat the table and his clothes loudly.
What?
Okay, no it wasn't. 1886, the Statue of Liberty was created by Coca-Cola Java.
Okay, that I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that. Guys, Coca-Cola owns everything. Why wouldn't it own the Statue of Liberty and Java?
I'm not having this misinformation. 1889, the mailing case. Prince Rudolph and Baroness Marie of Austria. In this story, the old man is killed.
What? This feels like some AI translation shit. In this story, the old man was killed.
What a good story. 1890. Today, salt is distributed through Europe and America. I still use the electric chair. Okay. Vincent van Gogh died. Oh, sorry. Vincent van Gogh died. I saw in the box. After the overthrow of Kaiser Wilhelm, German President Otto von Bismarck made a policy that opposed Bismarck's ideas and policies. 1891. Leo XIII, Pontifex Maximus, Apostle of God, defender of the First Fair Society.
This is an Elden Ring boss right here.
1892. Football stadium. Fingerprint recognition is first used. What is your name? What is it? Tell me. What's your date of birth? What's your mother's maiden name?
My mother's maiden name is none of ya. It's none of ya.
1895. Dated in Japan during the First Sino-Japanese War. F. 1896. The Athens Olympic Games are approaching. Henry Becquerel and Marie Curie are known. J.J. Thompson does not have an email address. If you wanted to get in touch, I'm sorry. 1897. In 1893, his life ended in a violent attack. He's always dying. Until like World War II, he was dying constantly. And then he just like, it must have enabled God mode or something. 1898. I also saw Zeppelin LZ. Boxing of the New Chinese. Millennium War begins between liberals and conservatives in Colombia. The emperor intended to rule China for 11 days.
He attempted. They attempted.
Herbert Wells declares World War II. It's on now, boys. How come he's allowed to do that? 1899, British victory. I could sum up there. 1800 is pretty simple. More than 1 million people died in Indiana. Damn. 1900, Humbert, King of Italy. He invaded the 8 lands of China.
He came back!
And took the fields.
He also can carry fields!
That's it. That's the last thing that happened. Wow.